What's going on, guys? It's Dami again. So what's happening today is I'm creating a new, not really new, because I still have my old gears from 7 to 10 years ago on this new pedalboard platform. So what I'm just changing, I'm revamping my pedalboard platform in anticipation for the few gigs I have this summer, tours, mini tours, and all that good stuff. And I really want to create some sort of hybrid pedal. I still have my Helix and HX Stomp in different settings, and what I'm trying to do with this one, I'm trying to create some sort of hybrid pedalboard that's practical. Some of these gigs are spontaneous. When I say spontaneous, I mean you just don't know when it's gonna come, what you're gonna find there, the kind of rigs the sound engineer is gonna come with. I'm not sure if there will be, amps, or they just be wedge on the stage. I'm not sure if it's just in-ear system. I don't know what to expect, so I want to be as prepared as possible. So as much as I love my analog gears, I still want to have like a modular setup, so I can have a hybrid setup. So if there's an amazing amp, what are the chances if I get there and there's a twin reverb, I can turn off my modeling amp on my pedalboard and just go to the front of amp. If there is no physical amp on stage, I can just go to the front of house for my DI. I want to have the DI, everything set up on this small mono pedalboard. This video is not sponsored by Mono, but I got this from Sweetwater with the bag, quite cheap. So what I'm going to be doing today, two major things, or two major pedals that will be on my pedalboards that everything's going to be centered around. It's going to be centered around my DI and the Dream 65. I love the sound of that pedalboard. It's an amp in a pedal form. I'm sure you've probably seen lots and lots of videos about that. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. Just creating a new hybrid setup that is practical, easy to carry, and fun. So let's get started. So this is the platform. This is where everything is going to come to. All the gears that are going to be on this pedalboard are my old gears that I'm just pulling up from wherever I've had them. The only two new pedals that I will be adding to this pedalboard is the Dream 65 from Universal Audio and this D1 version 2 from Walrus Audio. Oh, I almost forgot this guy. The Myra from Walrus Audio as well. So yeah, I've had this for close to 10 years, my DD7 trusted companion. This is probably the oldest pedal on my boards. I've had this forever, over 8 years, and it's always making it to every pedalboard platform, be it digital or analog or whatever. It's always there, and it just never goes away. It's I can make it sound like anything. I can make it sound like a fuzz. I could make it sound a little bit overdriven. It could be, it's not a distortion pedal, but you could get this pretty dirty if you combine it with other pedals, depending on what your setup is. So it's pretty much versatile. I guess that's my point. My whole point is this is extremely versatile. This is not going anywhere. I know there's a lot of debates about versions and different versions of this pedal. I believe this is version 1. I don't know. There are two different versions. They sound similar, but there's something about the low end and whatever. I don't care. They both sound great to me. This is from my friend, Ghanaian Bluesman. It's a very good friend of mine. He actually bought this one for me to prove a point. I don't get a point, but this is my other one, 1.3. I think this is 1.2 version. No, yeah, but I don't really give a hoot about that. Some people are gonna go crazy because like, oh yeah, this tone sounds different, that sounds different, and all that. But it's not noticeable to me, and they both sound great. They're both unique, and there's nothing a little EQ can't change. I know the pedal is close to 10 years, if not more, and it's always following me everywhere. It says Wally Looper. It's pretty usable. Maybe I should make a video on pedals that will last a lifetime. Maybe that's a big promise, but these guys are built like a tank. They're reliable, they never fail you, and they always work. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a looper here, but I'll figure it out later. It should be as simple as practical as possible. Basically, all I want is a pedal. I want this is great as well. It's well priced. It's Volume Plus Wah. It's around $100 or less. I got this for like $80 on eBay, and it's perfect. I have two of them. I actually gave one of them out. So this is probably going to stay at the center, and this guy is going to be right after my my amp. This is going to be the last. I'm not sure if this should go before this as well. Yeah, they should all go after my amp. I also have the MXR Reverb, if I can just find that. I found my MXR Reverb. I've had this for more than 7 years. I remember just walking to a Guitar Center, and the pad, I heard someone playing with the pad preset on it, and it sounded really lush and cool. So I'm like, you know what, how much is this? It was like $250. It was in New York, and I just walked into the store, heard someone playing it, and I got one for myself. And it's been on my board ever since. Never had any complaints with this guy. So yeah, Reverb goes after my amp, and of course the guys at Fuchs. They sent me this pedal about 3 years ago, and it's always made it to every pedal board I've had. Interchange it. It's kind of a Tube Screamer platform, but everything, not really Tube Screamer, but it sounds better in my opinion. I'm not a Tube Screamer fan. I don't think I can be converted to Tube Screamer fan because it just doesn't do it for me. But this, it's kind of takes everything you don't really like about the Tube Screamer and just make it something different, and you love this one. This is from Fuchs Audio, fellow New Jersey, local business here in New Jersey, and they're amazing people. Shout out to those guys. They always come through. Yeah, so I think this will be my fourth stage of drive, and then this will get a little dirtier. Yeah, put this next to each other. So from my OCD to my Fuchs Plush, and then into my compressor, the Meyer. And what else do we want to do? I actually want to have a preamp on this, but I'm not sure. All right, so I'm done. And so basically I have the OCD going into the Cream 2, going into the volume pedal, compressor, going to my force delay, to my reverb, to the amp pedal, DD7, and to the Walrus D1 version 2. And this is the most interesting part. So the cabling underneath, since this is a travel rig, you want to make sure they're properly secured. That is really important. That is as important as the pedal that you choose. Because if anything or something goes wrong underneath here, there will be problems. So that's why I like to kind of tidy down the cable and just do proper cable management. You can use your discretion, just make sure it's secured and nothing is moving and dangling all around, and you're all good to go. So I'll be using this self-adhesive thing here, and also this is from my office desk cable management setup. This is also good for bigger cables, just to hook everything together and make sure nothing is moving anywhere. So yeah, probably have that here, and yeah.